What's up, everybody? This is MJ, and welcome to our TGIF Friday broadcast. As you can see, I am not in the Wealth Boutique right now, which is my nickname for my office. I'm actually in my car, and I did not want to miss our date this time when I spend with you guys sharing and pouring into your lives and your business. So I decided to pull over and talk about this topic from the road. One of the beautiful things about working for yourself is that your office is wherever you say it is. And being my own boss, I can decide that I'm going to talk to my people from out here in this parking lot. So that's what I'm doing because it's important to me that I keep my commitments to you. So today's topic is a very good topic. It's one that people don't often think about when they throw around the word mentor. But being a business mentor, being a business coach myself, it's important to me to help people to understand the right way to identify the ideal business startup mentor for you, and also not only how to find them, but how to keep them. Because having a mentorship relationship is not just a one-way relationship, it's a two-way street. And there are responsibilities that you have as a client to make sure that that relationship is as productive and as fruitful as possible. It's not just a one-way thing where you are getting all the benefits, but you don't have to show up a certain way. So we're going to talk today about, first of all, 4 myths about finding your business startup mentor, because a lot of people have misconceptions around the word mentor and what they should be looking for when they need someone to help start their business in your case, right? So the first myth, and these aren't necessarily going to be in any kind of order, but be sure to write them down so that you don't forget. Oh, I forgot to put my little banner up there. Ah, there it is. Top 4 myths about finding and keeping your ideal business startup mentor. So the first one is that the mentor is just there to give advice. So a lot of times when people first approach the word mentor or a mentoring relationship, it's usually at work. I know that's the first place I ever found out about mentors. And you'd hear about executive mentors, and you'd have somebody mentoring you to help you get another role within the company. I know that's what happened to me when I heard the word mentor. So of course, in those mentorship relationships, the person just sat there and, we would meet from time to time, and they would just kind of ask me what I was looking for, what I was trying to accomplish. And then they would tell me what they thought was the best approach or the best step actions that I should take to accomplish that thing that I wanted to accomplish. And while giving advice is a part of mentorship, when it comes for getting your ideal mentor, you need someone who does more than just give you advice, right? Because they can give you advice, and then when I'm thinking about the people who gave me advice in corporate America, I can't remember a person that was actually with me for the long haul where I could double back and they could get in touch with me and see, hey, did the things we talked about work out? What progress are you making? All that kind of stuff. They just said, here's what I think you should do. And like I said, while advice is a part of um, being a mentor or having a good mentor, that is just a small fraction of what a mentor should do. An ideal mentor for you as you are looking to start a business is one that doesn't just tell you what to do, but who provides training and development and step-by-step instruction for the things that you should do. It's one thing to tell somebody to go buy a car. It's another thing altogether to tell them, step by step, the research they should do, what website should they go to, and what features should they look for, what places have the best prices, and tell them what those places are, and tell them the right order in which to do those things, so they don't just run out to the lot the first day, that they do their pre-work before they get to the lot. And so having step-by-step instruction from your mentor or coach is ideal, because it's nothing for you to gather information. You've probably already been gathering information out on the internet up until now. But having all that data, having all those tips and hacks and advice and stuff still hasn't gotten you where you want to be, right? It's something to know the right order to do things in, the right how to do things. Because someone can say to do a thing, but if you don't know how to do it, you're still screwed. The other thing is that everything that somebody tells you to do on the internet isn't necessarily right for your business. So you need a mentor who's going to give you step-by-step customizable instructions for what you're specifically trying to accomplish. In addition to giving that step-by-step training and development, you also need that support and accountability. Because here's the deal. It's easy to execute on instructions and training when things are going well. But when you get discouraged, when you hit a roadblock, when something screws up or it doesn't work the way it's supposed to work, it can be very disheartening and you can want to give up or go a different route. And you need somebody who's there to support you, hold your hand, encourage you, and hold you accountable to do the things that you say you want to do, when, how, where you say you want to do them. Many of you have been wanting to start a business for years and you haven't. And part of that has been because you don't have anybody holding you accountable to the things you say you want to do. A lot of this stuff that seems to take so long in business for people that start new business doesn't have to take that long. It's all the twists and turns, some of which, and I'd say even many of which, those twists and turns are not necessary. They're really mistakes that are avoidable, but they're going it alone and they don't know that those things are avoidable. So it takes them 3, 4, 5 years to get a following and to get the sales rolling in, when really there's other people who experience almost immediate success right out the gate. And it's not because they got lucky. A lot of times it's because they had somebody pouring into them, holding them accountable to stay on track, giving them that step-by-step instruction, and giving them the support and encouragement that it takes to build a business. Because 90% of what you do as an entrepreneur is a mind game. It's here and it's in your heart. It's not the strategy. That's 10%. Like, that's just execution. But keeping your mind stayed on what it needs to be stayed on to get you where you want to go, that can be tough to do and to sustain over time. And so your ideal business startup mentor needs to be doing all those things, not just throwing advice at you and then I don't know if they ever got the outcome. You see, a mentor also, for in the business startup sense, needs to be there to make sure you get results. So many people are out here spouting off advice, telling people to do this. I got a list of top 10 things you need to do, or here's my video. But are they invested in your success? Have they ever talked to you? Do they talk to you on an ongoing basis to make sure that you are doing the things that they're advising you to do? Or are they just throwing some stuff out there and hope that something sticks? See, a lot of these gurus out here right now, they're not invested in your success. They don't even know who you are. They just put an article on the internet, or they might even have a Facebook group like I do. But what they're doing on the inside of that Facebook group, and what are they offering to make sure you get those results? That's what you need to be looking for. So mentors not just there to give advice. They need to get you to results with support, accountability, step-by-step action, and hand-holding encouragement. The second myth that about finding your perfect business startup mentor is that the mentor has all the answers. This is a huge one because it can be so easy to be overwhelmed and then give over agency of your thoughts and your ability to use logic and things of that nature. Give that over to another person and just depend on them to have all the answers. Just like sometimes people, I think, overly depend on school for their children. Like, this school is not teaching my kid this or that life skill. Well, how about as a parent? You should be teaching them some of those skills. Schools are not one-stop shopping for raising a child. And mentors are not one-stop shopping for starting your business. They have many of the answers. But guess what? Nobody knows everything. Nobody knows everything. I don't care how many decades they've been doing it, because technology changes, situations change, the political climate changes, the economy changes, the way we do business changes. So nobody can know, no matter how up to date your mentor is, they can't know everything. And so expecting them to have all the answers is the wrong approach. A good mentor, an ideal mentor, is one that does not give you the fish, right? Give you all the answers, but rather teaches you how to fish so you can eat for a lifetime. So they're teaching you where to find the answers. They give you some of the answers and then they say, here, come follow me while I show you how you can also become self-sufficient in this topic. Because here's the deal, no matter how long you choose to work with your mentor, they're not going to be there forever. And you need to be with someone who can empower you to find your own answers, who can empower you to fish for yourself. And depending on a person who is not you, who doesn't have your same vision and drive for your particular business, depending on them to give you everything you're going to need for your business, that's ludicrous, right? And you should not want that. It should be almost like I will follow you, but I also want to become self-sufficient so that when you're gone, I can still have the same success. If you depend on them to have all the answers and you only do the things that they tell you to do, and that's the only things you know how to do, then when they're gone, your business is not going to have the same momentum. Now, here's what I want to leave a caveat. You do need to be coachable. And that's one of the things you need to do to keep your business mentor engaged with you. You need to be coachable. You need to do the things they say. You need to be open to their critiques, their advice, and all of that. So I'm not saying don't do what they tell you to do, but I'm saying you need to develop that muscle where you know how to go and get your answers and let your business startup mentor show you how to get the answers that you need, right? There's a difference between doing it on your own, just trying to figure it out randomly, and letting an experienced person show you how to get the right answers for you, show you how to get those resources and build those networks and develop those skill sets that they already have. They can show you how to fish so you're not dependent on them feeding you fish all the time. And even when you're in a mentorship relationship, a good mentor, an ideal mentor, is going to even tell you throughout your relationship, I want you to go find A, B, and C, whatever that is. They shouldn't hand feed you every little thing because that's going to make you dependent on them. And you don't want to build a dependent relationship on your mentor. You want to build a symbiotic relationship, a mutually beneficial relationship, one in which you grow and develop as a business owner, but you do not want to have a dependent, overly dependent relationship on your mentor to where you expect them to give you every answer. And if they don't tell you something and they send you on your own to do it, you're completely lost. Or a few months after your relationship has ceased, you don't know what to do. Because that's actually what you don't want. Even though it may seem ideal to, oh, yes, tell me everything I need to know. No, because that's going to make you dependent on them going forward because you will not have built that muscle. Your ideal mentor is going to help you build the self-sufficiency muscle so that you need them less and less and less until you're ready to soar and you're on your own. Therapists and counselors are the ones that keep you tied to them for years and years and years by continuing to revisit the past. And I'm not saying there's no value in that. There is. Black people, we need counseling and therapy sometimes, but sometimes you just need to be empowered in the right direction to create your own outcomes. And the ideal business startup mentor will empower you to do that. The third myth about finding and keeping your ideal business mentor is that your mentor should guarantee your success. I love this one because I love dispelling this myth because it's so damaging, right? There are zero guarantees in life. Even when it seems like there's a guarantee, there are no guarantees in life. You might have a little guarantee on a product you might buy and they may stand behind it for a little bit, but we're talking about life and overarching principles about how things work. How in the world can a mentor guarantee that you will be successful if you follow their system, their approach, if they can't guarantee what you're going to do? They cannot guarantee that you will show up and do the work. They cannot guarantee that you're going to give it 100%. The only person that can guarantee your success is you. And I stand on that after years of trying and failing, after years of being everywhere that I've been in life. What I do know is that the only person that can make sure that you have the best opportunities to succeed is you. Your mentor cannot guarantee that. That would be like them saying, yes, if you, it'd be like a health coach guaranteeing that you're going to lose weight. What they can say is if you follow this program to the letter, you will lose weight. But they can't say, and if you don't lose weight, we're going to do A, B, and C, because they don't know what you're doing when they're not there. They don't know whether you really followed the program or whether you cheated, whether you really gave it your all or whether you gave it a half of an effort. Only person that can say for sure, I'm going to get this result is you. Now, you need to follow a course of action that makes sense, and that's what the mentor provides. What they can guarantee is that if you don't do what they say, you're going to stay stuck where you are or be in a worse situation. What a good mentor can guarantee is that what you're doing is not working right now. That's why you're in their face asking for help. But they cannot say you will succeed because they don't know what you're going to do. They can say that this is what has worked for hundreds of people, for me, for whoever it's worked for. And so the likelihood of you succeeding is extremely high. But again, life has a way of skewing all of that, all the expectations. Think about COVID. A year ago, A whole bunch of people started businesses and thought for sure they'd still be in business today. They did everything right. COVID-19 said, absolutely not. Who's your daddy? Right? And they're closed. That can happen. So what if somebody had guaranteed them that their business would be open until today and then COVID happened? That person would be screwed. Whatever their guarantee is, they would have had to pay out on it, and they wouldn't have had anything they could do to control what COVID did. So don't look for guarantees from someone else. And the thing is, why would you want somebody else to be able to be in control of whether you succeed or not? Their guarantee. That makes them be in charge of your business. You're going into business because you don't want anybody else controlling the show. You have that at your job. You want someone to just give you guidelines and a path to go, and you guarantee your success. We need to get out of this mindset of thinking, I need somebody to bring it. If I'm gonna work with them, they better bring it and show me that they really know what they're doing. No, they don't owe you that. They already know what they know. You don't know it. You need to say to them, I'm gonna bring it. I'm gonna show up. I'm gonna give it 100%. The idea that somebody else would be, you would want somebody else to be in control of your outcomes, defeats the purpose of being self-employed, quite frankly. You want somebody else in control of your outcomes, keep your job, right? At the job, they're in control of everything. What you want is somebody who can guide you and show you the way, but let you guarantee your outcomes. And the beautiful thing is you can control how you show up. You can control what success looks like. You can decide what success looks like. I decided a long time ago, success for me looks like being self-employed. It doesn't matter if this business or my other business succeed or close their doors. I am successful as long as I continue working for myself. I will always win with that because I control whether I work for myself or go get a job. I don't wait for my business coach to guarantee that. I don't want him in control. I'm in control. And so that myth of the coach got to guarantee my success, stop looking for guarantees. That's a mess. You don't need guarantees outside of the ones that you provide for yourself. And then the last one, that's also one I love talking about, is that the mentor should be volunteering their time to work with you or working dirt cheap. First off, a lot of that comes from people's first exposure to mentorship, right? It's usually at work. At work, you don't invest in your mentor. Your company invests in that person by paying them to do the job that they do, and you usually get to interact with them for free. Or maybe if you did invest in a mentor outside of that, maybe you talk to them once or twice a year and maybe you pay some cheap price, but ultimately you didn't get the results. If we're talking about business startup, because here you sit still at day one, right here and now today, you're not getting the results that you want. The thing is, a mentor that provides everything we've talked about, that provides that support, that encouragement, that step-by-step guidance, that accountability, that face-to-face, that one-on-one hand-holding as you go through the process, that kind of a person is worth their weight in gold. If your goal is to create a 6 or 7 figure business, 100,000, 500,000, a million, whatever your goal is, and you don't know how to do it, which most of you don't, and that's okay. But if you have a person that can show you how to create a $1 million business or a $500,000 business or whatever that figure is that you're working towards, it's worth whatever it takes to work with them, because right now you're not going to ever get anywhere near that number on your own. Now, if you can, you don't need a mentor. If you know what you're doing, you don't need one. But if you do, you have to start looking at money a different way. You have to start looking at the things you spend your money a different way. You invest in your cars, you invest in your homes, you invest in a college education, you invest in vacations, you invest in your lace fronts for those who wear them. Some of them units can cost $1,000, but you do it because it's quality human hair or whatever it is. I don't wear them, so I don't know all the details, but I know that we as women, we as Black people invest and spend our money on what we want to. So when it comes to creating a situation where you can build that wealth that you want, create that time and freedom that you want in your life, the flexibility to choose, the ability to spend time with your kids while they're still little and retire your parents and go on those vacations and build a dream home that you've been thinking about for years. What price would you pay? What price would you put on that? And if you right now don't know how to do it, then you need all the help you can get. And another thing we have to realize as Black people, because this wasn't taught to us, it takes money to make money. We are always looking for someone to do something for us without pouring in first. And that's a falsehood. And that's the wrong mentality, because what you will do as you think that way is you will attract customers that don't want to pay you what your stuff is worth. They're always going to want a discount. They're always going to want a hookup. Can you hook me up? Cause when you got your store open and you're ready to sell. No, you need people that's going to pay your price because your stuff is worth it. You have to bring that same energy to the things that you want. And if you want top tier mentorship, it's going to allow you to create a business that dominates in your marketplace. You need to be willing to pay for that. You have to be willing to invest in that. You invest in a home. A home costs 150, 200 something thousand. My neighborhood, 300,000 something dollars. But we pay for them. Why? We want to live in those nice neighborhoods. We want to feel safe. We want to have a beautiful space. And we spend a lifetime paying for those homes. Is not your future worth more than that? Because your business is going to be the vehicle that allows you to do all that other stuff you're already paying for. You've already got student loans out the wazoo for a lot of people that you're going to be paying off for 10 or 15 years. You're spending today's money on those things. Why not invest in what it takes to get to the level you want to be at? Again, this is for the people who are struggling. This is for the people who don't know how to build a business to the 6 or 7 figure level. If you know how to do it, this isn't for you. But the right mentor for you is worth investing in. And we've got to get out of that poverty mindset that says somebody should be spending weeks and weeks of their time pouring into us, and we're going to give them $200 or $300. Those $200 or $300 mentors you've been investing in is why you're still stuck. And I say this in love, not as judgmental, but I'm talking to you about not what I think, but what I know. You get what you pay for. And if a person, I talk to people all the time. I spent 200 with this person. I spent 1,000 with this person. I spent this on a website. I spent this on this marketing tool and this, but you still stuck and you made $0 the last year on your amazing products. That should tell you something right there, that your approach to getting help is flawed. The right approach is finding the ideal mentor for you, the one that speaks your language, that gets you, that understands who you are, where you've been, and what you're trying to accomplish, and can get you there with the step-by-step instructions, the hand-holding support, the encouragement, the accountability. They're going to be with you every step of the way, like a partner, except they don't have any stake in your business. But they're going to make sure that when they do tell you things to do, that you get the results. And if you don't, we're going to try something else, and we're going to try something else. That's the kind of mentor you need, not somebody working for $100. You get $100 worth of advice, and they're not going to be there to help you weeks down the road when it doesn't work. I'm telling you that. It doesn't work that way. Time is valuable. Your time is valuable. Your products are valuable. Your idea is valuable. And you need to be willing to invest in what it takes to bring it to life. So we've talked about the 4 myths of how to find and keep your ideal mentor. And what I will say is, to keep your ideal mentor, you've got to be coachable. They're not going to want to work with you if they tell you to do stuff and you never want to do it. You don't show up. You don't do the things they tell you to do. You don't do the assignments, and you don't do the exercises, and you don't follow through. They're not going to want to work with you. And your ideal mentor needs you to be resourceful. Because everything's not given to you in business. As a matter of fact, nothing is given to you in business. That's the cost to be the boss. It's lonely at the top, but it's so rewarding. But nobody hands you something. They don't hand you sales just because you're a nice lady. They don't hand you a 10,000 person following because you're nice. It took me a while to build an 11,600 member group like the one you're watching me in right now, but it's been so worth it. It took strategy. It took some effort to do that. But here we are. It takes time to do that. You have to be willing to beat the bushes and do the things that are uncomfortable, that are scary. You have to invest. You have to be willing to spend time and money and energy on your dream. And your coach and your mentor needs you to do that so they can help you get the results that you say you want. You also have to be committed. This can't just be something you're dabbling in. If you want your mentor if you want to be able to keep your mentor engaged with you, you need to be committed to your outcome. Don't just say, I want to make $1 million, but as soon as one trouble comes, you're gone. Oh, I didn't think it was going to take all that. I'm going to stay with my job. Okay, then they don't, the top tier mentors don't have time for that. They need people that are 100% committed to being free the rest of your life. And then your ideal mentor, to keep them, you need to be decisive. You cannot be wishy-washy. Well, I don't know. Maybe I'll be maybe I'll do this business thing, or maybe I'll just go back to school, or maybe I'll just keep my job and get a promotion. I've actually talked to people that are like that. They claim they want to be self-employed, and they probably do, and they're scared. And so they have all these plan Bs and plan Cs. As long as you have a plan B and plan C, as long as you're wishy-washy back and forth, you ain't gonna get the results, because you human beings, just like water flowing down a hill, you're gonna go to the path of least resistance. And that path of least resistance is gonna be what's the easiest and the least painful. So as soon as you hit issues, if you're wishy-washy and you all straddling the fence, you're gonna fold like a cheap lawn chair. And a good mentor, no, not a good mentor, an excellent mentor doesn't want to deal with that. They want people that are all in so that they can get a return from their investment in you. It's not just money, it's time, it's energy, it's effort, it's blood, sweat, and tears. I know I pour that into my clients, and I want that for you. Your mentor is going to want that for you. And so if you are tired of dabbling with these little gurus on the internet, or these mentors that come and go, they take a little of this and a little of that, they give you part of the strategy, but not the whole thing, and you're ready for the whole kit and caboodle, you're ready to invest 1,000% in your dream and in your future. If you are ready to have your shop launched this year, 2021, so you can walk away from your job, throw up deuces, and be gone, and knowing with confidence you're not going to miss a paycheck, that your family's going to be fine, and that your future is on its way to being secure, then I invite you to reach out and book a free breakthrough call with me. If you're ready for your breakthrough, if you're tired of the nonsense, you're tired of making a New Year's resolution every year, I'm going to build my business, I'm going to do it, and every year you're making crumbs or nothing and you're still stuck in that cubicle, if you're tired of that life, we need to talk. I am building an army of Black female entrepreneurs who are unstoppable. Do you want to be a part of that army? Do you want to not throw caution to the wind, but throw the excuses to the wind? Throw all the reasons why not to the wind and say, I'm all in. I'm ready, MJ. I'm tired of dabbling. I'm tired of looking for the cheap way, the easy way. I'm ready to help me find a way to be resourceful. I can help you with that. Help me find a way to stay coachable. You have to show up decisive and committed. And I can show you how to become more of that, but you have to start out at the right starting point. You have to be willing to burn the bridges on everything you've done up till now that hasn't worked. And if that's you, book a call right now at melaniehunter.com/chat. Melanie Hunter with 2 L's.com/chat. We'll get on the phone for about 45 minutes, maybe an hour, and we're going to talk through everything that you've been looking for in a mentor that has failed you, all the people that's disappointed you, all the things that haven't worked. Because let me tell you something, everything I've described in the ideal mentor today, that's who I am. But I can't do any more for your dream than what you are willing to do. And you got to be willing to be decisive and make that phone call or book that call, fill out your application so we can get on a phone call and get you to your future. Time is up. The economy is shaky. People are struggling. Jobs are insecure. Well, they've always been insecure. The only job security is in self-employment. But we bought the lie for a long time that there was a thing of job security. Them days have been over when you can work for a company for 30 years and retire with a gold watch. You don't want that. You want to retire to the beaches of the world, and you don't want to have to wait 30 years to do it. You want to do it now while you're young, while you're in your 20s, your 30s, your 40s, your 50s. Yes, that's young. You want to do it now, but you can't do it by guessing. You've been playing games. You ready? Let's do this. Join the army of women that are about to dominate this retail marketplace with your amazing shops and boutiques. Book your call, melaniehunter.com/chat, and we will talk soon. You guys have an amazing weekend. I'll talk to you soon. Have a great night.